Where dreams go to die.
Fran, come on. Where dreams go to die?
Why would you I don't understand why you would advertise your brand this way. No thank you. I don't want my dreams to die.
Ooh, wait. No.
Listen.
Listen.
Wait.
I hate you for that.
Let me fix it. Welcome. You want to do it?
No, go ahead.
No, you do it.
Hello, and welcome back to Let Me Fix It, the podcast that says, it's game time. So, class, as you know...
Wait. Introduce yourself. You're Delon.
Oh, goodness.
This is good.
This is why I always start, because you don't know how to do it. I'm Delon Grant. I'm an actor, a singer, a writer, photographer, and an educator.
And I'm Francesca Ramsey. I'm an actress, I'm a writer, I'm a producer, and a social media consultant. And class, this is a truncated episode this week because our dear friend and co-host Delon is opening his show this week. Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you.
He's a director. And so we decided to record a little mini episode to not leave you in a lurch, but also to be respectful of Delon's time and busy schedule.
I appreciate you all. It is a lot directing. You are there every night. I don't get home until 12:30 and I teach all day. So it is crazy. Once the show is open next week, everything will be fine. But we got a special episode of a game, a new game, a game we haven't done yet here before. So class, like we always say, please play along. This is a game I like to call Nostalgia Queen and the Wayback Machine. So here's how this works, Fran. I will give you a phrase of something from a catchphrase, a logo, something from the past that we would know being babies from the 80s and 90s, and you will guess what that is, right? Okay. So I'll give you one example here. One example would be, you're not fully clean.
Ooh, you're not fully clean until... No, I think this is like something with Charmin, with the You're not fully clean.
You're not fully clean unless you're
your best. Da-da-da. Oh, it's mouth. It's until a crest. You're not fully. You're not fully clean until you're crest fully clean.
Zest fully clean.
Zest. I was so close. Now I'm thinking it was toilet paper.
And then toothpaste. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready. So the next one is maybe she's born with it.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Got it.
And I knew this one because I worked at Maybelline. I worked in the package department.
It's a throwback.
Yeah.
Okay. The happiest place on earth.
Disney World, right?
Disney. Oh, I guess it is Disney World. I put Disneyland.
Okay, I think they're the same. Yeah,
totally.
Someone in the comments will let us know because the Disney
that's
adults
in California, that's in Florida.
They don't play, but I think they are related.
Okay, eat fresh.
Subway, eat fresh.
Eat fresh. Yes, totally. Designed to be deleted.
Hinge.
Oh, good job. Hinge.
Because I deleted that bitch.
I saw my phone, but I haven't used her in a minute. I wonder how that lawsuit is going. Class, if you don't remember, Hinge was being sued by a class action lawsuit by a bunch of users who were saying, this is false advertising. You said it was designed to be deleted, but you keep getting me to buy roses and upgrade this way and upgrade that way. I wonder how that turns out.
It's all about like how predatory the app is because, again, I haven't been on it in many years now, but like just the basic functions, you don't actually see any like qualified matches unless you pay. Like it'll only show you a very small number of people, and it'll just be like people outside of your age range, people that don't actually live where you live.
People don't live in your neighborhood.
In the same state even. And it's like, you want me to spend money. That's why it's definitely rigged.
I mean, there's sometimes I was like, who is this woman? It very, very clearly says gay, very clearly says I'm interested in men, right?
Yeah.
Okay, next is the best a man can get.
I think it's Gillette.
Yeah,
Gillette.
The best a man can get.
Now, you know what? Listen, that was a fucking banger.
Come on. They had really great slogans, theme songs back then, didn't they?
Okay. Yeah, I also just love that one feels... It's one of those things where like, it's Gillette is a shaver, right?
Yeah, it's a razor, yep.
like the slogan doesn't really have anything to do with shaving, but at the same time, it just feels like you feel pride. You
It's
like it almost
inspiring.
it's
Yeah.
inspiring. It feels like you want to be on a rock somewhere, like looking out into the
Yes.
distance, right?
Smelling
Like,
good.
yeah.
Yeah. Totally. Okay. Yes, we can. Si se puede.
Oh, ooh, I should know this one. Yes, we can. Oh, well, isn't this Obama? Yes, we can.
2008 Obama slogan. Yes,
Yes.
we can.
Yes, we can.
Like a good neighbor.
State Farm is there.
State Farm is there. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It keeps going and going and going.
Energizer Bunny.
Energizer battery. Not bad. Not
Yes, yes,
bad.
yes, yes.
Okay. Where dreams go to die.
Oh, this is a terrible slogan. I
You
don't.
don't know this one?
Where dreams go to die.
Fran, come on. Where dreams go to die?
Why would you I don't understand why you would advertise your brand this way. I don't. No, thank you. I don't want my dreams to die.
I don't want to go here at all.
No.
Adulthood.
Okay. Yeah.
Listen,
that's
where's
totally
the lie?
fair.
Where's the lie?
That's so funny.
Cool. That's
Oh my
the
God.
game.
That was great. Delon, tell us about, how you're feeling ahead of your very first directorial debut. Okay, here's what I'm going to pose to you. At my job, we've been doing this thing when we work on projects called Roses and Thorns.
Oh, I've
meaning
heard
like,
Roses and Thorns.
yeah, I was like, oh, that's very cute. So what are some roses? What are some thorns? And how is this going to inform the next thing that you direct? Because I know this will not be the first and last.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I think some roses are one of the big roses, I think, is the ways in which I'm organized. Like I do feel like sometimes I'm like, ugh, I'm going, there's so many things to juggle and blah, 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 blah. I love a spreadsheet. I had a spreadsheet of the whole script, the calendar, what we're learning that day, choreography, music. So it was like really successful. And I lost 2 days in our rehearsal process because of snow that happened here. And I was like, what am I going to do? I reworked the schedule and we are currently still on track. We're actually somewhat ahead of normal productions at my school. So like that is crazy exciting and very much a rose. I also realized that I love this level of organization, or not only organization, but like visual organization, meaning like stage picture. I didn't think for a long time that I really would enjoy it because I love performing. I love acting. I love being the person on the stage. But I have too many opinions now as having done this for 20 some odd years. I challenge directors a lot. I ask why a lot, which is not always comforting because they have so many. I now am experience. You have too many things to juggle. You got too many things. I said to an actor yesterday, this actor said to me, and so what I was like giving him a direction. He goes, so what motivates me to do that? And I sat there for a second and I went, I was thinking about it. I was like, give me a second. And I was like, well, my first response is, that's your job as an actor. But, and he was like, oh, And I was like, because now I'm doing the mental gymnastics. No, it just looks better if you do that there. Right. But I do have the capacity. I'm now seeing my ability. So that's another rose. I think some thorns are, I need to learn how to let things go. I really my sister said to me years ago, she's like, you hold a grudge. You can't let things go. It's just that like, it's the perfectionism, It's that I know that it could be better and I keep chipping away at it and giving notes. And sometimes you just got to go, you know what? That's going to be as good as it's going to be.
Delon, I'm so proud of you because, when you were here, you were still working.
I was working.
And listen, I am a workaholic. You and I are twins in that respect. But, you were showing me, look at this. This isn't right. And this needs to be corrected. And I was like, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And like, again, this is your first time directing, but it is also a, college production. No shade. You're coming for Broadway. And so you're like, I need flying dragons and I need pyrotechnics. And it's like, not to say that you should sacrifice quality, but you also have to recognize like, this is what it's going to be. And it's going to be, no one's going to watch it and go, oh my God, I can't believe that that tree is a cardboard cutout. I'm leaving. Like, you know?
Yes, and I think a part of it too is I have great collaborators, and
Mm,
um um I I do think I have to do everything because I am the director and I am the voice, I am the vision. But leaning on collaborators has been unbelievably relieving. You know,
yeah.
like I because of the perfection, I had a work session yesterday where I was like, I want to fix this thing, and I kept being like, I need to change. I don't think it's working. I don't think it's working. And my choreographer and his assistant were both like, no, it looks good. And I was like, are you sure? I think they were like, no, it looks good.
And
And I
we
was like,
open in a week. So
there's
like,
no way we're changing that. There's no way we're
yeah,
changing that.
let it be. But
Yeah.
also jump in to say that this is such a good moment for you as somebody that has known you for a really long time and knows that you want to do everything yourself, being able
Yeah.
to go, you know what? I have assembled a great creative team and class. This is a lesson to all of us, right? That it is okay to say, I am going to trust myself that I put the right people in place and I'm going to
Hmm.
trust your talent and expertise to do the job. And at
Right.
some point, you cannot do everybody's job. And you just have to be
Right.
like, and you have to kind of set that expectation with the people you're working with, because if you do fix everything, they're going to come to you with every minute fucking thing and you're going to be
Yes.
like, well, you've now set the expectation that I want to be involved in every single decision. And it's like, no, go off and do it. And then I'll check the work when it's done.
Yeah.
Make a
One of my
decision.
one of my favorite things that keeps happening is I will go to my lighting designer, I will go to my stage manager, I will go to anybody on my creative team, and I'll go, "Hey, I think this needs to be fixed there because there's no light." And then they go, "Oh yeah, I'm doing that right now." I'm like, "Okay, let me shut up. Let me go over here and put my nose back in the script and let you do your job because
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to micromanage, and that is not the task. Like, look at the whole thing. And again, to your point about zooming out to the class, look at the whole thing holistically when it's complete and go, oh, okay, I see what you did there. Now, I think this needs to fit with the story. This needs to fit with the organization of the project we're working on or
Mm-hmm.
what have you. I will toss it back to you and the experience
Yeah.
you've had, I think, with this new job of like
Yeah.
asking for help too. Like
Yeah.
you were in a situation where you were like, this project feels a little out of my wheelhouse, and or not out of my wheelhouse. You were learning a lot. You felt like you had to do a lot to catch up
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
when you got these new projects, and you were like, well, let me ask some people. Let me just
Yeah.
say, hey, I need help with this thing. Can you walk me through this? There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, the thing that I said before that is worth repeating is that like asking questions is often like so underrated in the sense that like if you're working with a team of people that know everything, as the new person, sometimes you're poking holes in the process by going,
Hmm.
I'm sorry, why do we do that again? Why is it called that? At my last job, I did it like this, or in my experience, it's X, Y, and Z. So really trusting myself in that respect has been helpful for me. If I had to do my roses and thorns, I had to interview someone for a position, and
Mm.
I haven't. I mean, I've had to hire people in a personal sense, like I'm shooting a video, are you the right videographer, right? But like to be part of the hiring process for an organization where I'm like, if we hire this person, they're not going to just be working with me. They're going to be working with an
Right.
entire team, and they're going to have a salary and stuff. And so I went into the interview with one of my coworkers, and afterwards she was like, wow, you're so easy to tag team with. Like and this is very much like the yes and of it all. Like
Right.
I'm listening to what you're saying and I'm going, okay, that makes me think of this thing. Do you have an answer to that? And it was really nice. I was like, damn, I'm such a people person. And I'm also such like a fixer that I was able to say, like, well, what we need on this project is X, Y, and Z. So I'm going to ask you questions that are very specifically like, you don't know that this is why I'm asking you this, but I'm
Hmm.
asking you because this is a gap that we have on the team or a potential challenge with this project. And I was like, okay, wait a second. What if I need to be just like a recruiter? Like, I don't know.
Listen, she exists, that job. She definitely exists.
Yeah. And then I think for me, a thorn has just been like just the workload and kind of getting used to being back on like a regular schedule. Like genuinely, Delon,
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it.
I mean, the schedule that I'm living right now. I mean, yesterday I was up at 6:30. I taught from 9:30 to 4:30. I took a small nap and then I went to rehearsal from 7:30 to 11. I didn't get home
Yeah.
till 12:30 at night.
Uh-uh.
It's the longest fucking days in the history of
Yeah.
man.
I'm
And
doing that too because I'm getting up at like 5-ish so that I can work out. And then sometimes like our some half of our team is on the East Coast. So sometimes I have calls at 8 o'clock in the morning. And
oh,
again, another thorn. I'm so thankful that the job is remote, but my goodness, Zoom all day is so tiring. It's
I know it
another,
is. I know it
and
is.
I'm bad with my face, so I'm working to be like, yes, because I'm not trying to be
Yeah.
like, no, I don't agree with that,
And you
right?
know
So,
what? And I think I still think it's weird that people have their cameras off. I've done it a couple times, but I think it's
mm.
so weird when we're in a meeting and someone's camera's off. I think it's
No,
odd.
I mean, we have a cameras on policy, and there are times where I'm like, I would love to turn my camera off so I could eat this sandwich,
Right.
and like not
Yeah.
feel weird about it.
Right.
I will say, who is that guy that accidentally
Oh my God.
flashed his junk?
Oh God, oh God, MSNBC I can see his face.
Class, tell us.
Jeffrey Tubin. Jeffrey
Yes.
Tubin.
Now, listen, that's not my ministry. That was not appropriate. But I will tell you, when I go to the bathroom during a meeting, I double check to make sure that shit is muted and the camera is off. I'm like, because I leave my computer here, but I'm like, I don't want you to hear like the toilet flush in the background. That
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that is my nightmare, that we will be in the middle of a meeting and you'll hear me in the background just with the plunger.
There have been times, wait, there was another woman during 2020 where woman was like sitting on the toilet and they're like, Becky, you were on the call. Turn your camera off. Oh my God.
I was in
Crazy.
I was in a table read once, and one of the writers, and it was over Zoom, and one of the writers got up from the table and she was just in her underwear, and we were all like, "Oh my God." And this was a table
Becky.
read with like producers and execs and
Oh
talent.
my
It was just
God.
like, "Oh my God, so bad."
Terrible, terrible. Class, tell us, when have you been embarrassed on Zoom and why? Remember that cat meme where the lawyer
Yes.
couldn't get his face off the cat? That was fucking hilarious.
Oh my
And we
God.
will be back we will be back next week with a normal episode. Thank you for your patience with my schedule and everything, but I hope you had fun with the game.
Yes, and please make sure to send us a voice note with a tagline for a future episode at lemmefixitpod@gmail.com. Or you can send us, your deepest, darkest secrets. Ask us for some advice. I really want to put together an advice episode of the pod, so that will be really fun. And again, tell us in the comments when you've been embarrassed on Zoom. And what are your roses and thorns this week?
Yeah.
And maybe we will highlight you in the next episode.
And one other thing that my friend Mark had a suggestion about, speaking of games, we
Mm-hmm.
mentioned on a podcast that we were going to maybe create a game called
Oh,
To Your Point. And I've
yes.
started germinating on ideas for that. So class, if you have an idea for a game, it'll be copywritten by Let Me Fix It. So so don't give anything you don't want to give away. But I would love for us to create like an ongoing To Your Point game. I have a couple ideas. So get in our
Yeah.
DMs in our inbox with that as well. And if you're new here, we're here every Wednesday noon. We have a live chat. We would love for you to tune in with that as well. Hit that notification bell or the subscribe, your choice. Welcome to the class. I'm Delon.
I'm Francesca, and this was a mini episode of
Lemme
Lemme